Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today I have Andrea joining me. Hey, Andrea.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey, guys. So we have, yeah, sorry. Guys, we have an exciting video. Andrea is going to share a success story of one of her clients who had an on and off, hot and cold relationship with their SP. And then that SP actually ended up getting engaged to somebody else, started doing coaching with Andrea, and they manifested the SP back out of that engaged relationship back into a relationship with her client. So a really exciting success story. We're going to go through that, give you some tips on how to do it. Also, guys, Andrea's having 50% off, so you can get to know her. She can get to know you. Definitely check it out. Link in the description. As well, guys, we do have a course, How to Find Your Blocks to Manifest Anything Fast. It's a great course. It's going to help you identify any thought patterns that may not be in alignment with what you're actually manifesting. So fun fact, questioning is actually a block. So you may not even know that some thoughts that you're having are actually stopping you from getting what you want. So that course is going to help you build your mental diet completely free. It will put you on our mailing list. However, our coaches, our wonderful coaches here, all of them actually send out, a lot of them send out intentions every month on that. So in the mailing list. So if you want some free intentions, myself included, I write intentions and send them out. And actually a lot of you guys have emailed in and said that those are some of the best intentions you've ever gotten for manifesting a commitment and stuff. So it's exciting to see that feedback. And I'm always happy to give out something for free to help. Same with the rest of the coaches here. So definitely check that out. And if you want to get the free course, but you don't want to stay on the mailing list, by all means, take yourself off of it. Just get the free course. Okay. Anyways, guys, let's dive into it. I'm so excited, Andrea, to hear the success story.
So I definitely want to share with you guys this story because it's so important to understand that what shows your 3D reality, it does not matter. Everything, it's in your thoughts creating your reality. And if you use your 3D reality to help you understand that what it shows in your 3D, it's your thoughts from the past. And you can watch your 3D reality and understand where you are at that moment. So I have this client of mine, and she was constantly stuck on the 3D and putting herself in the position that letting the 3D reality and other persons discouraging her of going after her dreams. It was a difficult situation. It was not very uplifting situation. And I was constantly telling her that try to use your 3D reality like a lesson. It shows you your thoughts and your story. This is the story you are creating about your person. So you just have to stop the old story and change and create a new story. Who are you? What are the things what you want to realize? What is the story you would like to have with this SP of yours? Do you want to be the one left alone, or you want to be the one chosen? You have to know your worth and value, and when you are chosen, then you would be a person who is loved, who is cherished, who is always the number one. Everything what it's happened in your life right now and in your SP life, because this SP actually got engaged with a third party. It was a third party involved in this story. My client was so devastated. She was thinking that everything is over right now. People from 3D reality came and tell my client that it's over, just give it up. There is no more hope for you. They are so good together. And I told my client, no, you have to stop that now. You have to change the story, and you have to build up and work a story what you want to see in your life. And it was extremely hard for her because her self-concept in love, it was not on point. She was always thinking that she's not good enough, she's not chosen, she was left for the third party, until we coached her through, we talked through about things, and I told her it was extremely hard for her to understand that she's the one creating all that. She didn't want to understand that her thoughts were creating the third party. If she would be confident and she would know her self-worth, she would never create a third party. So this was one of the most difficult part for her to understand. When you grew up with a different mentality, it's hard to understand that you have to take responsibility for your own thoughts and for something what you are creating in life. So we just sit down, and I told her, take a pen and paper and write down what are the things, what is happening right now, cross them out one by one, and write something positive. So he chose a third party. So you cross that out and you write down, I am the best thing ever happened to him. Nobody is better than I am. Everything what happens in his life right now, it's just another helping story to show him that I am the best thing for him, that I am wonderful. We work absolutely good together. We everything what we do together, it's special, it's unique. And guys, I really have to tell you that everything she wrote down on that paper, and she was doing her mental diet, she had days when she was crying. She had headaches. She was devastated. She was like feeling like giving up. And I was always telling her, no, don't give up. You are almost there. You are so close. It's just going to come in. And one day she just called me and told me that she's absolutely unbelievable. It was, even for her, it was so unbelievable that everything we write down, the new story she wrote down, the guy came out one day before Christmas. One day before Christmas. He came in. She already gave up somehow on Christmas and being together and everything, because, you know, guys, why? Because she just cut the resistance. She had so much resistance that once she understands that she doesn't need to build so many blocks. She doesn't need to be there and figure it out and think about how she gonna do it, what she has to do, how she needs to go in the 3D and manipulate situations. As soon as she just gave up that resistance and she said, no, I am just here relaxing. It's gonna be how it's gonna be. From nowhere, the phone call from her SP came in, and he was just like telling her everything she was ever put down on the paper, that she's wonderful, nobody compares to her, everything she represents in life, it's just so unique and so special, the way how she thinks, the way how she is. It was just absolutely, absolutely wonderful. And then she didn't give up the one-on-one coaching after that, because I had to make her understand that getting somebody back, it's not the hardest part. The hardest part, it would be to keep him, because if your self-concept in love, it's low, and you think about yourself that you are not good enough and not worth it, you will eventually create another third party. That third party can be work, can be another person, can be anything, can be family, anything. Everything and everyone will be more important than you are if your self-concept in life, in love, it's so low. So we worked a lot on her self-concept. We worked a lot on her mentality. She needs to do a lot of changing the way how she grew up. She did a lot of changing on that. She understands that she creates her own reality. We are taught as children, as in this world, we are taught that your outside world is your reality. Nobody's teaching us, or at least in my society, nobody was teaching me when I was a child that everything is happening inside of you, and what it's inside of you, it's going to show up in your 3D reality. We are taught that your outside world is the reality, and that's creating your future.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, never give up. Always remember that your thoughts create. When you change the way you look at things, everything you look at, it will change around you, because you are the creator of your own life, your own reality. You are just unstoppable. And I wanted to share this story with you because this is a big story. It was like, this client of mine, she has her SP already engaged with somebody else. I think that was, for her, it was very hard to get out from that point, because from the outside world and the 3D, all the negativity came in. But when you close that out, and I think for my client, it was a huge point to understand that if you look at your 3D reality as a good lesson, as a good story, it tells you what is in your subconscious mind. We don't know what is in our subconscious mind. We have close to 70,000 thoughts, if I'm not mistaken, a day. 5% we are aware of, 95% we are not. And everything goes subconsciously. And everything what it's in your subconscious, it comes out in your 3D reality. So yeah, we cannot remember what it's in our subconscious mind. But if you use your 3D reality as a tool, it's the perfect opportunity to show you where you are exactly, what it's in your subconscious mind, and how you can sit down, write down your story, write down your 3D, cross it out if you don't like it, and change it. And repetition, it's absolutely mastering on this. You are reprogramming a new neural pathway in your brain, and that's built with repetition. And that's how you can create a new reality for yourself.
Exactly. That new list you write, read it 3 times a day. The more effort and energy you put into something that you want to create, the faster you're going to get it. I have nothing to add. That was amazing. You know your stuff like 100%. I felt like I was doing the video. I'm like, wow. I'm like, people understand this the same way I do. I'm really excited that you're on the team. You know your stuff. And I'm so happy for your client. Like, I just love that. And you know what? It's true. We have a lot of clients that do coaching with us regularly, not because their life is falling apart, because they want their life to continue to be great. Yes. And they don't need to do coaching with us to keep it that way, but they prefer it because it's like an hour of just focusing on them and like a catalog on what do you want, and, it's a safe place. And it's also like, I don't know, I've done lots of coaching in my life, and I like it because A, we're talking about what I want, and B, I find when I talk to like non-LOA people, and sometimes even manifestation buddies do this, it's complaining, and I don't want the complaining. I want a nice clear conversation, and that's why I love actually having a team of all the coaches here, because we help each other, and and we don't complain. we get our stuff done, right? So, I mean, guys, yeah.
You know what? It's amazing about this. Everything you just said right now, this is like everyone, it's you pushed out, it comes back here, guys, because exactly what Amanda said, that's exactly what I was repeating for one of my friends when they asked me, why do I want to be part of this team? Exactly, that's the reason why. And it's amazing, absolutely amazing. Like, wow.
I am so blessed that I chose to create something where I get to wake up every day and help people change their lives and feel better. It pains me to see people suffering in lives that they don't need to be in. It pains me to see other people bringing other people down and saying bad things about them. I mean, guys, we don't need to live like that. We can have the Elton John song where everybody gets along and everybody can have what they want. You guys, we're all powerful beings, and you guys got your own quantum bubble. You can create anything you want. I just love that everyone is you pushed out. Andrew constantly reminds me of that. I'll be sitting on the couch, I'll think of something, and then he'll say it, and I'll be like, oh my God. I'm like, geez, you know what, Amanda, smarten up. Everybody's hearing your thoughts, right? Yes. And that one thing that I was, going to say is, when you are manifesting something with resistance, Andrea's right. Repetition is key. The other thing is when you find yourself spiraling, find something that takes you out of it, that breaks that habit. So, sometimes I find it's, writing down, scripting. Sometimes I find that just stopping myself, reminding myself that everyone is me pushed out, and repeating, the opposite intentions and having that little fight in my head for a minute, but whatever it is try to snap yourself out of it. Some people like to put on, happy music and dance. I mean, I know, for instance, I was taking neuro-linguistic programming, and our instructor said, smile, you can't be negative if you're smiling and laughing, and it's true, so.
Yeah, you are either crying or smiling, even if you don't feel like smiling. But if you are, there is those videos, those funny videos, if you are watching them, when people are going on the bus or everywhere, and they start laughing and laughing and laughing, and everybody is on the bus laughing, or everybody on the train laughing, because one person starts that positive thought and that good vibe, and the people, they are attaching to it. And when I learned first time about the thought transmission, that was like, wow. I said, my thoughts are private, I want to keep them private.
I know. Me too. Oh my God.
And then I started playing with them, and I was telling myself things, and I watched my SP telling me back the same things, and I said, oh, it's fun. It's fun.
When I first learned, to change my life, I had to be on a mental diet and watch my thoughts. My first thought was like, no, I'll do anything but change my thoughts and think positive. No, I for some strange reason, I find comfort in my negative thoughts, and it really it's a lifestyle. It truly is a lifestyle. And all, you have to do is to think positive in line with what you want. I mean, you don't always have to be happy all the time. I mean, it helps, right? Generally you'll have better thoughts when you feel better, in a better mood, right? But, I mean, you just need thoughts that are in line. So, if you're going to a restaurant and you don't want a big long lineup to wait in, then don't think there's going to be, right?
Yes.
And think that you're going to get a table right away, and your favorite table. If the thought you're having upsets you or gives you anxiety, there is your warning. Your warning. Your body's telling you you're not going to like this when it shows up in your 3D. So if you're thinking it and it doesn't feel good, that's your indication to change it right in that moment. Because if it doesn't feel good when you're thinking it sure the heck ain't going to feel good when it shows up in your 3D, right?
Absolutely. But it helped me a lot. It was that when I understand how it's a gift to see your 3D, when you learn how to use it, it's absolutely a gift. It shows you your flaws, what you can work on, and you can change the story around it. Don't get upset about the 3D. Use it as a gift, and it will change everything if you start using it as a gift. Don't be upset about it. That's already happened. It's in the past. It shows up for you because you created, even if you don't know about it. So start using it as a good tool for yourself, and you will see a huge difference. And guys, honestly, I know mental diet can be very challenging in the beginning, but the more you do it, the better you're gonna become. Like everything in life, repetition, repetition, repetition. Even if you don't believe in it, just repeat it for yourself. Tell yourself your worth, your value, everything what you want to accomplish. Just repeat, 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 because it's like science. You are building a new neuropath in your brain, and it's going to be, you will be unstoppable, and you will have everything, and you will have the life you are dreaming about. The difference between the life what you have right now and the life what you want, it's just flipping the story.
Exactly.
The new story.
Exactly. I don't know. I am incredibly inspired. You are very inspiring. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Thank you so much.
I hope everybody else feels that as well. And they get, an aha moment and some results from this video for sure. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys for having me.
And yeah, guys, we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.